The man injected poison into his body. His skin gradually became transparent. His muscles slowly disappeared. In the end, only a skeleton was left. After a while, the man's bones also completely vanished. He became fully invisible. Only an imprint was left on the bed. The scientists cheered with joy. Their experiment had finally succeeded. But they didn't realize that danger was approaching. That night, the man took advantage of his colleague falling asleep to tear off all the monitoring wires, and quietly sneaked into the surveillance room, trying to assault the sleeping woman. Fortunately, the woman suddenly woke up. She felt someone touching her, but saw no one. She immediately went to check the surveillance footage, and saw that the experimental bed was empty. At that moment, she realized the man was nearby, but just as she turned around, he secretly lay back on the experimental bed. The next day, the woman told her colleagues about the incident, but no one believed her, until another woman went to the bathroom, and felt that someone was standing next to her. She immediately put on the thermal imaging goggles, and sure enough, found traces of the man. Soon, everyone in the lab was harassed by the man. The group decided to restore him to his original form, so they injected him with a red antidote. As the drug slowly took effect, blood vessels and a heart began to form. The man's body gradually became visible. Suddenly, he began to struggle violently, letting out cries of pain, unable to breathe. Medical staff quickly prepared for intubation. Suddenly the man burst out with astonishing strength, broke free from the restraints, and punched a team member flying. Just when everyone thought the restoration had succeeded, the man suddenly collapsed. They immediately performed emergency treatment on him. Although they saved his life, his body disappeared again, turning back into the invisible man. To ease everyone's fear, the scientists used special clay to mold an outer shape for the invisible man, opened a hole at the mouth, dug holes for the eyes, and finally put on sunglasses. He finally looked like a person. However, the man could no longer endure the imprisoned life. He secretly altered the surveillance data, and left the place, driving a luxury car through the city. When bratty kids mocked him, he gave the kids a little mental shock. Back home, he saw the female neighbor he had long had a crush on. Now that he had the power of invisibility, his indulgence had found a breakthrough. So while the female neighbor was showering, the man rang the doorbell. Taking advantage of the moment she opened the door, he sneaked into the room. Losing all reason, he threw her onto the bed. Then came a burst of aggression.